Hello and welcome to The Hop, a podcast designed to help marketers and business owners navigate the ever-changing landscape of marketing. I'm your host, Matt Taylor Farrington, and the owner of Purple Bunny Marketing. And today I'm joined by Nick, our social media / videographer / whatever else needs to be done.
I'm wearing that day. So,
and we're going to talk, I guess, about social media as we always do.
Yep.
But we've got a couple of little questions that we've kind of looked at, and we kind of decided to dive into Google, I guess, and have a look at what were people actually looking for answers to. So we can try and address that through the podcast.
Yep.
Okay, so the first one that I saw is what makes content bad? And I guess I wanted to dive a little bit further into that and things that people that are quite easy and cost effective that they can do to avoid putting up bad content on socials.
Sure. Yeah. So I guess we'll focus a bit more on video stuff today.
Yes.
So I'll take you through Film School 101.
Yes.
I think my number one piece of advice, which I always tell clients and everyone else, is audio is 50% of your production. It's the invisible piece of your production that you don't see.
Yes.
But if you hear and it's bad, then it's
and it's all muffled.
It's glaringly obvious. Like you can never tell. You can never point out good audio, but you can always tell
bad audio. Yeah.
If I can get my words out. That's bad audio right there.
Yes.
But yeah, no, it's such a forgotten thing sometimes. Like,
yes.
you know, especially sometimes in a loud environment, you're filming somewhere where it might be windy and stuff. You know,
Cars go whooshing past.
Cars going past and stuff, depending where you are, of course, or it's a very echoey room. Like this is a little bit echoey at the moment because we haven't got a solid space for a podcast at the moment, but you know, I'm doing my best in post as well.
There's a lot of editing that you could do these days, and there's a lot of changes to software, I guess, these days that are able to rip out a lot of that background
so
noise.
Like definitely like the Adobe Suite has really good like podcast headings, or they have a word for it. I don't remember what it is because I'm not looking at it right now.
Yes.
So they've gone really good at eliminating a lot of background noise and stuff.
Yes.
For that, it's not perfect, you know, because it does use a bit of AI, and if you do it all the way up, you sound like a robot. If it is really bad background stuff.
Yes.
But yeah. No, like bad content in my eyes is just something that doesn't look good, doesn't sound good, and even like the talent might not be putting in 100% effort as well.
I think one, as from a video perspective, agreed. Yeah, you want to make sure that the person that's on camera wants to be there, because if they don't, it's just going to resonate.
You can tell, and it's depressing.
Yeah, correct. And you kind of sit there watching it going, oh, that's cringe.
Yeah.
I think the other things you can look for, videos, photos even for posts, just be mindful of your surrounds and your background. Like, if, you know, there's suddenly a pile of rubbish in that back corner of the thing and you're filming there, that's going to be in your video or it's going to be in your photo, you know? So just stop, frame it up, make sure that you're looking at what's in your...
Not just your subject, what's around the subject too.
Yeah.
Because, you know, cross-branding as well can also be an issue as well.
Yeah, well, and we work with a lot of businesses that have, you know, multiple brands and things like that, and you do need to be mindful of that cross-branding aspect, I guess, as well. And yeah, I agree, audio. You know, there's nothing worse than killing a video with bad audio. You know, the audio's muffled, you hear cars, you know, all those sorts of things.
You can only do so much to save it, and then even when you've saved it, it's still not amazing. It's fine.
Yeah, and you kind of, I don't know, it just kind of destroys the video. And I think good audio these days, I'm prepared to watch something if the footage isn't, you know, that great. But if the audio is terrible and I'm struggling to hear it or it's hurting my ears to listen to it, I'm switching off.
Yeah.
So,
and some good solutions for audio is just get some microphones. You can get a microphone for your
simple
phone.
lapels.
Yeah, if you're recording everything on your iPhone or Android phone, you can get very easy. I have like these $20 lapels that I got from Amazon, and they work great.
Yeah.
I mean, they work like $20 microphones at the end of the day, but for what they are, they're honestly great.
Yeah. But honestly, if you're a business and you're going to invest, or a marketing person that's going to invest in that sort of stuff, you know, where we just come out of tax time, you know, the set of DJI ones that we utilize as well, and I know the Rode ones aren't much more expensive than that. You know, you're looking only somewhere between $300 to $500 for a decent set, and that gives you two lapels and the piece that connects back, obviously, to Bluetooth to your device or to connect back to your device. And it just adds that extra layer of professional to your content where it just makes your content actually pop and sound good. And for that type of investment, you know, that's pretty cheap if you were to put it out over a year.
Oh yeah.
That's cheap to make sure that you've got the best quality videos, basically. Or you just book us for some video work and Nick will come make sure it gets done properly.
We'll use the ones that we purchase for you.
So, all right. So I agree. I think, bad content, especially video content, audio is the number one. And then, you know, just some basic things like your surrounds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And lighting. I mean, like we're lit up right now.
With these are from Kmart or something, aren't they? Something like that.
One's from Kmart, and I think the other one's somewhere else. I don't know. But, you know, simple lighting. Like it's not hard to buy some decent lighting these days. And I mean, Kmart does it amazingly. They've got I've seen all those things. And for the price of it, who cares if it breaks in 6 months? You know, buy another one. But yes, good lighting as well. All right. So moving along, I guess we wanted to talk about YouTube. You know, it's often the forgotten social media platform. Or when you talk about social media, everyone just kind of assumes Facebook and Instagram and all those sorts of platforms. You know, is it relevant for my business and, you know, businesses to be on YouTube? What's your kind of take on YouTube?
In my opinion, if your business is posting TikToks or Reels, post YouTube Shorts as well. You might as well just cover all the bases and just get it done, because like it's just another platform to spread your word. And like on TikTok and Reels, they get the views on there.
Yes.
You know, the Reels that we post for the Hop do moderately well on there, basically on par with TikTok and stuff like that. So like, if you're making TikToks, put them on Shorts as well. There's 3 different short form content things that you can do. Do all 3, because there's no issue. There's no reason why not to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, I think the other beauty about YouTube is that you actually get a unique URL for each video asset to share it. So if it is something that you want to share around and utilize, you know, maybe it's a video about your services that you want to put out to, you know, potential clients and stuff, that they can click that link and most people can just watch it.
It's the easiest way to watch videos, especially if you want to link it to your website or something. You want to have something on your website that's like a demonstration of a product or something like that. It's
Agreed.
The easiest thing to use to link to, you know, have it as a player on your website.
Yeah, and it's one of the most simplest to kind of integrate. Not only that, YouTube is hosting it. And so if I put my website hat on, if we had a website person sitting here, it's also great because it means it doesn't take up space on your website. Instead of hosting that website, the video on your website, you're hosting it off YouTube and allowing YouTube to kind of do the heavy lifting there. So
this might be like a question. I'm asking you a question now with relating to SEO and stuff, because it's Google. YouTube's owned by Google. Does that also help as well? If it's
yeah, definitely. I mean, I know when or, you know, as you can see when you type and you search on Google, you'll see video stuff. If you've typed certain keywords that have come up, you'll see videos that come up, definitely. And I think, you know, using the right keywords in that video as well to get it seen is important.
Because Google would push YouTube more than others because they own it. So
100%. I mean, that's what anyone would do that owns it, 100%.
Yeah.
So there we go. I keep saying that 100% word again. All right. So I think we've established it is a platform that people should still be using. I guess the next thing, and I think you kind of alluded to it a little bit there, but, you know, what should I be posting on YouTube and what do people kind of use the platform for?
Yeah, because it kind of answered the question. Obviously, like my go-to would be any, TikToks or Reels, Instagram Reels you have made. You can upload as shorts on YouTube.
Yep.
Easy, just another platform to upload your stuff to. Also mentioned as well, like if you're putting videos on your website as well, if you have products that you can demonstrate how to use or how to set up, then perfect on there. Like I've seen plenty of YouTube videos of even probably, did I see something for these microphones that we have right now? I think Rode had something on their channel, how to set them up and stuff like that.
Yes.
And that's one company. That's how they're using their YouTube channel for. I guess it's depending on your business, but honestly, product stuff is probably the way to go.
Yeah, I think definitely. I mean, you know, prime example, like you said about Rode microphones, having like a instructional type section. I mean, I know the first thing I do when I can't work something out or I'm looking for something, or, you know, even in a service-based business, you know, there's been times where I've been like, I'm sure that button used to be here or that was there or whatever. And you Google and then suddenly you're getting a YouTube video and you just watch the video to kind of give you the instruction about where do I go for it? You know, where do I click? What do I do? You know, setting up the mics, setting up whatever it might be. So I definitely think instructional pieces are probably good there. I also think it's good from a longer format perspective too. Something that, you know, if you've got something that's going to go for 2, 3, 4 minutes rather than that short, sharp, short-based stuff. I know YouTube's trying to push the shorts to compete with TikTok, but I think the longer form video is really YouTube's, I guess, prime and focus, and I think that's where you should probably be focusing as well.
No, absolutely. And just for us personally, as a company, we post any work that we've done for clients on our thing.
Yeah, it's a great way to create a highlight reel, I guess. Definitely. Yeah, perfect. All right. So I think we've covered off 1, bad content, invest in some decent mics, check your surrounds, look for lighting, and YouTube. Yes, you should be there. If you're creating TikTok videos, if you're creating reels, those sorts of things, then you should be putting them across to YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, pretty much. If you're creating videos for other platforms, put them on YouTube as well. Just there's no harm in it, you know.
Correct, and it's more of a universal platform. You know, yes, they do have a prime audience, but I think, you know, most people will go to YouTube to check things and look for things. All right. Well, I think we've wrapped it. I think we've done another episode. All right. Well, that's it from us from The Hop. Thank you to Nick, having a chat about socials and, you know, what makes bad content and things that you can avoid. I appreciate you coming in to have a chat. So stay tuned to The Hop, helping you to get your marketing hopping.